Assalamu everyone, this is another video. And in this video, now we discuss the coercion under the section 15. And we knew it that due to coercion, the free consent is unavailable in the agreement or contract. So the contract may become voidable or void. But we will discuss this briefly in this video. Okay. So under the section 15, caution is the committing, okay, or threatening to commit any act which is forbidden by Pakistan Penal Code, or unlawful detaining or threatening to detain any property with the intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement. Okay, so there are basically 5 points. First one, the let's suppose you're Mr. A and Mr. B, and Mr. B wants Mr. B to come into the contract. So Mr. A himself commit any act, okay, to induce him to come into the contract forcefully, or threatening to commit any act like I will kidnap you, I will kidnap your family members, or I will give injury to your family members, or anything which is forbidden by Pakistan Penal Code. Of course, all negative acts has been forbidden, or endorsed as a forbidden by the Pakistan Penal Code, or unlawful detaining, like you just borrow a car of Mr. B, and now you're not giving him, and say that I will not give you your car if you will not come into the contract with me, or if you not sign an agreement with me, or threatening to detain any property with an intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement, or you just threat that I will, detain your shop, or you are going for holidays, I will detain your house in the absence of you and your family if you will not sign an agreement with me. So this is actually called a caution. Okay, and the caution may be exercised from any person and may be directed against any person, even a stranger. Okay, so these all acts can be done by the Mr. A, or by the gangster of Mr. A, or any higher party from the Mr. A. Okay, or to any person, like he wants Mr. B to bind himself to come into the contract. Okay, but he may exercise all the above points to his kid, to his parents, to his spouse, to his any close friend, to his any you can say business friend. So anyone which actually give pressure on Mr. B to come in and bound himself into the contract where actually Mr. A wants him. Okay, so this is all about a caution under the section 15. Now, what will be the effects of caution? Under the section 19, 64, and 72, it has been written that the contract becomes voidable at the option of the party whose consent was so caused. Of course, Mr. B, for Mr. B, it is actually a voidable contract. So the burden of proof lies on the party who rescinds the contract. If Mr. B rescinds the contract, then the burden of proof lies on it. Burden of proof lies on on him. Actually means he actually provide the evidences in front of the court that these are the evidences which actually prove that he actually exercised Mr. X actually exercised coercion on me to get my consent. So this is not free consent. So it is a voidable contract for me, and please call it as a void contract. So, and the second point is the party rescinding a voidable contract shall, if he has received any benefit from another party, restore such benefit, that is restitution. So, if Mr. B, let's suppose Mr. A has obtained consent of Mr. B via undue influence, and Mr. A has performed his performance, like he has delivered his goods to Mr. B, now is waiting for the Mr. B's payment, and Mr. B has sued him in the court and provide the evidences of his of the coercion. Now, if if court can call it, if court declare that contract as a void contract now, so Mr. B has to return all the benefits. Like he has received the goods from Mr. A, he has to send back all the goods to Mr. A. Does not have any authority to keep that goods to him. So this is called a restitution. Now, the person to whom money has been paid or anything delivered by caution must repay or return it. Okay. So, if money has been paid or anything delivered by caution, so that money or that goods must be delivered to the person uh, to whom the caution has been exercised. Let's suppose if someone exercise a caution on Mr. A to deliver goods to Mr. C, and that good should be sent back to Mr. A. Or if someone exercise caution on a Mr. A that pay that amount to Mr. C, so Mr. A has a right to get back that amount from the Mr. C. So these are the effects of the caution under the section 19, 64, and 72. Thank you so much.